Much, Lindsey. All right, our next guest has sold more than 40 million albums. Wrap your mind around that. He has won 2 Grammys. He's one of the most streamed reggae artists of all time. Here's just a little sample to get you going this morning.
We come to make your body move. Sexy girl, them. Everything I shake it to the drum. We come to make your body move. Your sexy body move.
So much moving for early in the morning. That is, of course, the man who needs no introduction, but we're going to give him one anyway. The one and only Shaggy is in town for a concert tomorrow night, but he is up bright and early and styling with us in studio this morning. Great to have you here in person.
Thanks for having me, man. Most great.
You are laughing. You got some joy out of that video, too.
Well, I'm just looking at it and I say, oh, you got to make your body move, so there's lots of movements.
You got your body moving this morning and here in the studio. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that song that we just heard, Move. The video is out now. You produced this along with your longtime collaborator. It's a great song for summer. What do we need to know about Move? Where did the inspiration for this one come from?
You know, it's featured a young artist by the name of Lav B. My producer, Kelsey, was working with her. And, you know, I did songs like I Need Your Love and Go Down There With Him. And he asked me to help write some songs for her. Mm-hmm. And so I said, bring her to Miami. Let's write these songs. So we started to write the songs. And, you know, out of these sessions of 2 weeks of writing songs, Move was one of them. I said, you know what? This feels like a summer band. Let's just put it out, and we did.
Yeah, it definitely is. You have this expression, which I love. You know, you and I have chatted a few times now. Yeah. Bet on yourself. You've got your own label now, but that was not always the case for you, Shaggy.
Right.
You seem to be someone who's really stuck to your own, despite, you know, bending to the will of others. So let me ask you this. How tricky is it not to lose sight of the music you wanted to do, but also know that you've got to fulfill other people's visions as well? I mean, you were you.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, I think that just being, if you're an artist, at some point you have to be true to your art, you know? And it's only so much. In the early parts, there was a lot of shot calling from a lot of people, but, you know, a lot of those shot calls that were called didn't work, and the ones that I said were going to work. Yeah. You know, there are documentaries on this, you know, and...
Success buys you freedom.
Right, and it does buy you freedom. And after a while, I just kept going. And the thing is that these people, after a while, you know, they won't want to give up that power. So you have to move on. There's no other way. For you to be in control of yourself, you have to move on.
Let's throw it back to the early 90s and the 2000s, because I love that era. Your first huge hits, songs like Angel, Bombastic, It Wasn't Me. Looking back at those early days, do you remember a moment when you first realized, you know, this is fame? I have done it. I've done it my way, and I've landed.
I think after Wasn't Me really propelled us.
Yeah.
You know, people go through a lot of careers, long careers, and probably have one of those songs that is that large. And we've had like 4 of them. You know, Oh Caroline was a worldwide monster. Mr. Bombastic was a worldwide monster. Angel, worldwide, and of course, It Wasn't Me. And those songs are just giant songs, you know. So we're incredibly blessed.
Can we talk about It Wasn't Me for just a moment? Because you were just saying it's 25 years.
25 years up for the album, yes.
It's a great song because I mean, my kids are teenagers. They know the words to that song. You know what I love about that song, though? This was one of my favorite revelations that you had. You tell people, you got to listen to the end. The end. Because it's not a brag. It's an admonition of this guy.
Exactly. It was like, oh, it's the biggest cheating song. Says, no, it's really an anti-tease. We apologize at the end. The guy is stupid. The other guy said the other guy is stupid. It's funny enough, when we started with that song, they tried to ban it, you know, on school buses and all of that. And then when we looked at it, you know, it was like, oh, it's a cheating song. And then we realized that majority of who was streaming and buying these songs were women. So I was like,
Listen to the end. You got to get all the way to the end of the song. Let's talk a little bit about trivia, because I didn't know this about you. So let's ask it live. Is this true or false? You served in the U.S. Marines for 4 years, including 2 tours as part of Operation Desert Storm.
I was a part of Operation Desert Storm. I was in the military for 4 years. I was in the Gulf for about 7 months. During the war, and you know, the military shaped me. I could not have done this job without being in the military.
What was it about your military service that impacts you now?
The discipline. I mean, for me to get here, you just said how early I came here. I came here from early. You know, I mean, if I have an interview at 7 o'clock, I'm here from 6 or 5. You know, I mean, I'm up really early. I got in last night at about 1 o'clock. And I was up again by 4 o'clock this morning getting ready to come out. So, you know, I mean, the discipline that I got from the military totally helped to propel me.
Well, we're glad that it propelled you all the way to our studio this morning. Good luck with the concerts coming up in the city. I know Toronto loves you a lot.
Oh, yeah, yes. We'll be at the UBS, so it will be great. Yes.
Okay, thanks,
At the
Shaggy.
Sobe, yes.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.